Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing the HGUC Full Armor Gundam 7th. So yeah, we're going to be continuing on with my totally random reviews of older kits that I just happen to have that I've been really wanting to just snap together and try them out. And this is the Full Armor Gundam 7th. So I've heard a lot of great things about this kit. It's a design that I really quite like. One thing that I don't like is the colors. So I'm definitely looking forward to painting this up in some different colors. It's just a little bit too bright colored, like typical Gundam colors for me. It's a little bit boring and not really to my taste, so I'll definitely be painting in something a little bit more kind of MSV, realistic kind of style. I think will be much more suited for it. But for now, let's just unbox it and then review it, and then we'll get on to all that coloring later. So pretty cool box art here. This kit is from 2009, so it's a little bit older one, but so like I said, from all accounts, it's a pretty nice kit. So let's check this out. I can't remember actually what this is from. This is from a Mobile Suit Gundam Battlefield Accord UC 0081 it looks like. So I think that's a game or something that this is from. Pretty beat up box. Obviously this was a kit that I picked up in Japan secondhand, so it was well cheap. So I don't really care too much about the box. Anyway, this is number 98 in the HGUC line. Actually, the Kshatriya was number 99, so that's pretty crazy that this came out like just before the Kshatriya, actually. So just before the unicorn craze got underway. Here we have a front and back look, what the kit looks like there when it's all painted up. I know you guys can't see that really all that well because my box is all banged up. CG image there, some stats there in Japanese. On the other side, a little bit about the gimmicks and stuff. It has this really cool, huge cannon, beam cannon over the shoulder. Really pretty interesting beam rifle. It's a little bit more kind of bulky rifle, a little bit more kind of similar to the Justice rifle in a way, in terms of its kind of general shape. Shield is kind of okay, not really too crazy about the shield, but it's there anyway. And then just showing a bit about the articulation. It has this like big like thruster unit thing like on the back of it too, which is kind of interesting. 1,500 yen for the price of this. Alright, so we got our manual here. We'll come back to that in just a moment. It looks like we got some polycaps, some white parts, some gray parts, weapons and stuff, more white for armor and all of that. And then a big multicolor runner. So it doesn't really look like all that much in terms of parts. Here we have on the manual, just typical HGUC style manual. Nice big painted reference image there. There's all the stats in English. Now you can see as far as armaments goes, it has quite a lot of them. So it's pretty loaded up. Here on the back, just again, nice look at this details here. It's kind of showing off this hip joint. That's kind of like the same kind of hip joint that we've seen just recently in a couple of age kits that I've reviewed, and a lot of HG kits after this had this, but at the time that was kind of a new thing. So it's a pretty good design advancement on Bandai's part there. Color scheme, just pretty standard Gundam colors there. If you're going for the actual color scheme. So here you can see what that's going to look like in a pretty cool standing pose there with the cannon, the nice big shield, big bulky design. And then here a little bit about the game. So yeah, it's a PlayStation 3 game apparently. Okay, so yeah, and there's some nice artwork of the Gundam there. Alright, so let's go around to our parts list. Obviously this is going to be a totally new design, so not going to be recycling anything, just going to have one leftover polycap, and that is it. The construction is going to start off, strangely as high grades did in that time, with the body, the head, and then onto the rifle straight away, which is kind of odd. And the shield, and then onto the shoulders, the arms, left arm, right arm. Finishing the upper body, onto the feet, legs, and legs, waist, finishing up the body construction onto that back skirt part there. And then I think we're back on our color page here for the backpack. So the backpack itself, relatively simple. I'll have to check again, I forget what exactly this thing is here. It's kind of odd, just kind of like sticking off to the side there. It doesn't really look like anything. I guess that's like a missile pod or something, but I can't remember offhand. I'll have to check back on the wiki. Anyway, and then the big cannon, really going to be like two big main parts. One part for the barrel tip, and then one part for the camera lens. So relatively very simple there for that. We have a beam saber handle, shield connection, and then just mounting it onto an action base. So let's get a look at the runners. Alright, so here is the foil stickers, and we can see there's kind of quite a lot of them, unfortunately. They're all relatively small though. Just one for the eyes, camera stickers there in red it looks like, and then a whole bunch of basically these gray ones. They're going to be just for a lot of little gray color apps. Those are going to be probably really easy to paint for the most part, I can imagine, but we'll see how those look on the kit. PC001 for our polycap runner here, just standard gray color. We got a nice big huge 4-color A runner here. This one is marked specifically for this kit, for the HGUC 144 scale full armor Gundam 7th. And so yeah, just pretty standard Gundam colors here, yellow, blue, red. And this gray color though is a little bit more kind of unique gray color. It's kind of light, warm gray. It's not really that common of a gray color to see in kits, at least not that I've seen, not for a while. Alright, here we got runner B, just a white runner with some parts for the shield, skirt parts, torso parts, head parts. And here's one really cool thing about this kit that I want to point out to you guys. I'll talk about this more in the review as well, but we all know that a lot of high-grade kits have seam lines on the head, right? But this kit does not. So we have pretty much the whole like helmet part of the head, and the inner part of the head, which would be the face plate there, just fits straight up inside of there. So you don't have to worry about like modifying anything on the head in order to get rid of the seam line on it. So that is really, really cool. Definitely a nice point of engineering. We'll have to see how that looks. And I mean, depending on how it looks, if it looks good, you kind of have to wonder why Bandai abandoned that idea. But we'll see. Here we got runner C, which is going to be a lot of armor parts here. More armor for the arms, legs, back skirt a little bit there on that part. So we'd have 2 of this C runner. And then finally runner D, this is just back to kind of more standard gray color, probably about the same runner as the same color as the polycaps. So just some joint parts, backpack parts, cannon parts, hands. Looks like we have 2 holding hands and 2 open hands, which is a great addition as well. So already right off the bat, seeing a lot of really nice aspects to this kit. Another thing I didn't point out on the other runners, but I'll just talk about it now, is I'm noticing a lot of really great detail in this kit. This kit seems really, really nicely detailed. So that should be pretty cool. Alright, so that is it for the unboxing. Really looking forward to this one. Despite its age, looks like it's going to be a really, really super nice kit. So I'll get it snapped up and come back with a review for you guys and let you know how it goes. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave those down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon.